Welcome back to Animal Crossing Month. I've shuffled the order of the videos around a bit because I want the big video, the one I've been alluding to since I started the channel, to get more time. I have not really worked on it this week, and I decided to change my plans a little bit and do this simple video, an island tour, earlier than I originally planned. I had conceived this as having been done after some renovations, but I decided to instead make it a very casual time capsule of how things are on my island before making any major changes, just like with the house tour. I didn't really clean up for the house tour, and I didn't clean up the island for this. And I think that's going to be fun for a few people. You know, it's a time capsule thing for people I know. So yeah, let's get started here. Since the last time we've been in here, I changed to these pavers. I decided I liked them better than the gray ones, and I think they really pop against the grass now that it's springtime. So I'm pretty happy with these. We'll come back to the house at the end of the video. I've changed a few things in here, and we can check back in. I haven't spent too much time in there, but you know, I've done a few things. So this is my house, my lot. This is the lot I had when I first came to the island. I made a point of trying to maintain some consistency in the layout of things, and part of that was moved in here. I moved a couple times, and eventually I came back and carved out the space for myself, and it's nice to be here. I come out to this path. We've got the Able Sisters right next door. It used to be by the beach at one point, in reference to it always being near the beach in the GameCube game, but I liked it better up here, so I moved it at some point. I haven't made any major changes in a very long time, actually. My town hall or resident services is right here, right next to the airport. In the Lego video, I put this flag for my town with the yellow one, because for some reason I thought I had a yellow airport, and I don't know, I imagined that. I like this fountain. I like having a fountain in front of the town hall. I think I did that in New Leaf a lot of the time. And I like this checkerboard pattern of flowers. Very simple. A lot of simple flower patterns. My island. That's how I decorated a lot early on and after, honestly. Over here we've got a neighborhood. At some point I thought it was, or I realized it was important to me that some of the villagers have lawns that were sort of personalized. Like this is Molly the duck with a pond. This was a rabbit villager who moved out. There was a carrot patch, and I don't know who this is, so I haven't done anything. But I took away the rabbits setup. We've got Zucker, lazy type, food. He's food, ostensibly, so that's probably... and then this is a simple Molly the cat has a simple garden, not a garden, but you know, simple lawn. We have some sort of community garden here, sort of. I think I did this neighborhood after they added crops, gardening to the game, and I just sort of have it tacked on for some other reason. And down here we've got another villager tucked in the corner. This is Bob now. It used to be someone else. I used an amiibo card, I think, to get Bob. And it kind of works to have Bob just sort of cramped here in the corner, but I have some other plans for him. So if I move this house, I would move the garden down, I think, and kind of expand that, make it a little bit more substantial. this comes down with this little... Oh, there's a name for these. Shoot. Flamingo on the beach. Bob. What's up, Bob? Let's talk to Bob. Hi. Damn, I'm sorry. Okay. He's going. I love when they go. And indeed they do go in this game. Anyway, yeah. Flamingo on the beach. I don't know if that's biologically accurate. I don't care. It seems right. Sort of a Jimmy Buffett, Margaritaville type thing. I don't know. Here we've got this path. Apples and oranges on either side. Up here we have the cherries, near where Cherry lives. A little portable record player outside, so there's sort of like a theme of Cherry's house that has always been there. And then the rose garden here, black and red roses, which I thought were appropriate. And I did this as like a little division between this, gosh, sort of chevronish pattern, and the cherries. Keep them separate. We've got a little pond here. I think this was probably here when I started. Like, that's a natural pond. Nook's Cranny has never moved. I'm quite proud of that. I just put it here next to the pond, and there it is. We got Dobie's house, Dobie's yard. He's my neighbor, old man neighbor. And I even left a little fence gap so I can sneak into his yard and say hi. I mean, it's literally just right through here, but I don't know. I kind of liked having, you know, like I really want to get over there or something and say hi. Cut across in here. Let's go up. We got the simple log bridge to get up here. And this is the flower dimension. New Horizons has a serious problem with flower overgrowth. One of my sisters, when she played New Leaf, spent a lot of time getting a town that was entirely covered in flowers. And here it happens by accident. In New Horizons, that is, it happens by accident. So this whole back area is just overrun, and it's kind of nice, but it's also kind of, you know, unfortunate. We've got the hermit rat. At some point we decided, me and my sisters decided that he was the hermit rat. He lives out here. It's Samson, the jock personality rat. Gym rat. It's great. Great villager. At one point he lived up on top of the mountain, or on top of a mountain. I moved him out here because I think I moved up there. Here we have the rose garden, which is in reference to, I mean, it's hardly a reference, but I wanted to have a rose garden back here for the T-Square record, Welcome to the Rose Garden, which is hilarious, especially when it's so, like, you know, tucked in the back, not decorated at all. It's just a little field of roses. I really should have it, like, you know, tucked between cliffs or something, you know, like a little valley or something, you know, something to make that, you know, cozier, more appealing, anything, but I'll be thinking about that. We got bees with all the flowers, which I think is a cute addition. And we got a bench by this waterfall, this street lamp, just a little space, which I also kind of like. This video is going to be like half reaction video, since it's been so long since I really looked around at my, oh, okay, conversation over, I guess. It's been so long since I looked at my, Animal Crossing town, or my island, and I'm sort of just reacting to it. Like the pond. Where haven't we been? I guess this way is next. Zucker lives here. Utility pole is a relatively recent addition, I think. What's not is those turnips, which I kept near this dirt as a permanent ant generator for my lazy villager, which I think is just amazing. You know, sometimes it comes down this way, sometimes it comes down that way. There's always ants by this guy's house. Oh, this patch of dirt. I remember this now. Oh, this is so cool. So I had a campsite here. He moved in where I used to have the campsite plot, and I had the campsite sign on this, you know, 1x2 dirt patch. So when I moved the campsite and put him on the plot, I left that dirt patch. I loved, when I was playing this game, actively and changing things. I loved creating a sense of progression, you know, residue of the changes. Yeah, so he's in like the exact plot that the campsite was. Utility poles recent. I think it's nice. It's nice to have some vague impression of infrastructure. Got this waterfall. It's quite nice. I have a lot of opportunities for you to jump across little points and, you know, similar things. So you can jump across there. But we'll come back over to the west side. I want to head over this way. You can't really do diagonals in an attractive way, I think, so I have these sort of weird alternating colored dirt hills. This rock is well placed, I think, and kind of makes a very unnatural looking space look better. It helps. And so are the weeds. The weeds are really, really nice in New Horizons. They're better than the flowers. I would pick this up, but oh, that's not it. Where is it? Is it? No? Yes. Yeah, I don't want to add to the collection. Well, I kind of do, but I don't know. I'll think about it. Maybe I'll come back. I think we've got the 5 here: apples, oranges, peaches, pears, and cherries. It's not the order I'd put them in now. I think I would do apples, then pears, then oranges, then cherries, then peaches. I don't know why, but this order feels wrong. In my head, it feels like there's a right one, which is really strange that I have any feeling about the order. But whatever. I've played a lot of Animal Crossing in my life, I guess. Here's the museum. A lot of people do really ornate entrances, excuse me, for their museums. This one it's just on the path. I didn't try to make it fancy, really. This looks like it was at one point a little flower patch, and of course flowers go everywhere. I didn't change the dirt. I'm not proud of this. I don't think of this as, you know, residue or whatever I said before. This is just really a mistake that I ought to fix. It's alright. Cherry. Oh, okay. We're pretty much done here. So what we'll do is we'll go up this way. I did the house tour and a lot of takes, try and get it perfect. You know, did a lot of adjustment and fine tuning. This I'm just gonna try and do in one because you know, it's a lot longer for one thing, and I don't want to keep recording. But also it adds. Or rather, it would detract from the sense of just taking a stroll, you know. Speaking of which, nice path up here. Campsite advertising to go up. I really should put the lighter dirt under it, like I have down at the old plot. I think that would probably help aesthetically. Stairs up. Might as well show it. This was a, you know, late game revelation. If I set some weeds down, flowers won't encroach, and weeds don't spread like flowers do. So my path is clear. I have natural foliage. I've got a nice gap in the fence to go out and look. Also down there we have a specific outlook space, which doesn't really make sense when you can get up here, and this would be better, surely. But I like that little valley, and, you know, outlook. I think it's really nice. Some of these evergreens in the back. Just come through. I made, well, here's the campsite. I like this round, perfectly round campfire, and then the little stove, sort of, not stove, but, you know, cooking fire over here. Tent, tanuki for some reason. Bunch of the perfect town flowers. I don't think my town would qualify now, but it seems like once you get it, it's like these count for a whole lot or something. That's probably how they, I don't know, make it work, right? These are like, once you get it, as long as you keep these flowers, you have a bunch of points. But I don't know how it works. When I was doing this, I really wanted every spot to be accessible. You know, every spot. So up here with the wood, yeah, I have wood back there. Up here with the fences, I've got these stumps that you can just go ahead and clear the path. You can just go ahead and get across like that. We've got a ladder. Love the addition of the ladders for sure for this game. Gyroid garden shrine, maybe kind of a shrine. Lots of little sidling animation, you know, half-width gaps. I like this a lot. I like the new gyroids. I understand why people don't like them. I think it's a shame that New Horizons shies away from collecting so much, but collecting isn't always a good trait in real life, so you know, its loss is kind of, I have mixed feelings about it for sure. And in any case, these gyroids are very cute and expressive and different, and I like that they're so small. You know, it makes it easier to display a lot of them for sure. I like the new designs. I don't know if any of these are actually old designs. I'm sure some of them are. Like, this guy looks familiar, you know, but a lot of them seem to be very new, and I love the little Korok maybe looking ones. Yeah, this took a lot of time, I'm sure. Let's go around this way. Don't think it's really intended, but okay, solar panel. We got the solar panel. We got the very highest peak up there. Satellite internet, I think I always sort of imagined this being, right? Yeah, and we got the the wind farm at the top of the waterfalls, which is kind of interesting. And, I like that I did it this way. I think it's kind of neat. It's odd. It doesn't really have a good basis and doesn't make much sense. But I think a wide waterfall like this, combined with the wind turbines, even though there's no dam here, it really makes it feel like a hybrid solar wind hydroelectric plant somehow. I mean, obviously it doesn't, right, when you're thinking, but I think in terms of feeling, it does. You know, seeing a wind turbine next to a nice wide waterfall, you know, just sort of makes it feel that way. I love the sign aesthetically. It's quite dumb in practice because these aren't pointing anywhere. It would be nice if you could change them, you know, like Minecraft. Or I guess Minecraft doesn't have these. There was a mod. There was a mod for Minecraft Java that had signs like this that I quite liked. Same thing here. We can go across. This video is going to be so long. When I moved in, when everybody moves in, they have a flower that I believe is exclusive to the upper layer. And I believe by default, the evergreens are exclusive to the upper layers. And I maintained that, besides the, you know, naturally growing themselves, perfect town flowers. What are these, Lily of the Valley? Jesse. That's really cringe. No, I maintained that. I kept these flowers the same, and I kept the evergreens, and I didn't introduce any other trees up here, which I think, you know, this really homogeneous space up here just looks really, really nice, I think. I'm really happy with how it turned out. And it sounds sort of, you know, overly self-effacing, I guess. but it's been so long that it feels like a reaction, more than, assessing my own work. You can see from this bridge very nicely the shrine or garden. Alright, let's go down on this side, which I sort of finished last, and I was never really too happy with. I like this line of flowers well enough. I like these flowers. I like this water fountain. New Horizons. It all really feels like a park a lot of the time. But we've got a farm here. I made a farm with wheat and sugarcane. And it's got the wind pump, I guess. Windmill. We've got a spigot. But I never quite liked it. It's really, really simple. Really simple design that I didn't do much with. And I was thinking about old Animal Crossing. And I thought it would be nice to come back in and take everything out, take out the paths, and try to clear it out and make it look like an old Animal Crossing town, just from this bridge to that bridge on the west side, which I might do, but it would be a lot of work for the end result of like nothing. And I realize now I wasn't looking at old Animal Crossing. I was actually looking at beta screenshots from, I think, GDC of this game, of New Horizons. And I just remembered having an empty town, or an empty island, I guess. How that looks, and it's very nostalgic as someone who played old Animal Crossing. And I thought maybe I'd clear this out and put Bob over here, since Bob is, of course, canonically the first villager, first to be designed. That's why his birthday's January 1st. A little bit of lore for you. We've got some pink flowers, sort of a pinkish path, peaches. Originally this section, which... Oh, it's not peaches, because I wanted it to turn to cherry blossoms when in season. But, yeah, this was like a sort of a garden thing. And it was a bigger section, I think, of this area at one point. Which is kind of nice. I might return to that instead. I don't know. I like it walled in like this. Yeah, it kind of comes out to the beach here. Oh, the end of this path. This was the Able Sisters. Right here. We've got fish, I think. Captain, big, the, I think those break up, what, flooding? Oh, those were flooding? Tidal waves or typhoons? Why'd I, oh my goodness. I knew I was gonna screw it up, since I'm recording. I just didn't think it would be that fast. Alright. I've taken much too long. Oh, and is it already 10? Did we miss it? The fountain always has an animation for top of the hour. Yeah, there it goes. Nice. I didn't even miss it. It's Saturday. We got KK Slider. Big shout out to KK Slider. He's awesome. That's so stupid. Okay, so this is kind of cool. I made a little middle island in the rivers. I don't think that's called an island. It's like that. Huge jump. Usually this has like a picnic basket, picnic blanket. I took it down for winter. Oh, and in fact, I think... Do I still have it? Do we have the blanket, though? Well, let me put this down, I guess. Could have sworn I had a blanket and that you could, how did I order this? Why do I have this? I guess because it's hilarious. Maybe because of T-Square? The T-Square song? I don't know. Anyway, little campsite. What's interesting about it is that there was a pond more or less where this bridge is, and a pond more or less where this bridge is. So I decided to extend the rivers out. Or no, I'm sorry. This river existed. There has to have been a river because there's an outlet here, obviously. So there was a pond, I think, here on this side, and I extended the river from sort of there to connect and sort of create this little island in the middle. Alright, that more or less covers everything. I'm going to show one cool little feature of my island, which is up in the northeast where Samson lives, the flower field. That used to be, you know, sort of normal like this, and I lowered it, and I did some other terrain adjustments. I'll leave that. When I did this, and I laid it out such that one can run around the whole perimeter of the island, which is practical, and I just thought was neat as well. Okay, maybe not the whole perimeter. I'm mumbling a lot. I don't know if I'm going to watch this whole terrible footage to make sure that the audio is good. You know, I try to make myself watch this stuff, because, like, if I can't sit through it, you know, how do I expect anyone, you know, my friends or, you know, let alone random people, right, sit through it. We're going to visit Cherry, because I did her house with the DLC features. I changed the exterior, which I think looks nice. You know, I think I redid her house a couple times. Yeah, it's based on the original. If it weren't, I would see this and think it's crazy. You know, we got the wallpaper on the 3 walls and the lamp. Are you serious? That's hilarious. Oh my gosh. And the kitchen counter, I think, was my addition. Got the bed here. I don't like how this is laid out. I mean, obviously it's a small, entirely open floor plan, so it's tough, but like, come on, you know, this is just like nothing. It's just randomly laid out. So maybe I'll do it again someday, you know? But that's not what we're here for. Have I shown everything on the island? Well, a good way to check that, and something I wanted to do and should have probably opened with, is the map. Yeah, you can see all the villagers. Great selection. Mostly gotten naturally over time. Bob was faked. And this is the new one, who I don't know. But he's chill, probably. Thing about New Horizons maps is that they always turn into half paths. Mine isn't really that bad compared to ones I've seen on the internet. Samson really lives out far from everyone on the map, which is, you know, successful, I would say. And there's one thing, before we move on to my house and wrap this up, behind the town hall. Street piano. And these apples. For Avalon, which I believe means, like, island of apples or fucking land of apples or something. I wish I hadn't said swear words in my baby game video, but, you know, haha, I don't know, it's not very funny. So this concludes the island tour. We're gonna take a quick pit stop in my house, and, that'll be all. I love how beautiful out it is with the wind. I think that was really fortuitous. Alrighty. Only slight adjustments in here. I got rid of the curry, because I'm pretty sure I'm allergic to nightshades. To be confirmed, but, you know. What do we got? Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Change this couch to match the rug. I don't know if I like it. Yeah. Not much in here. It's really over here and over here. We'll do the worst looking room first because I want to end on a good note. No kidding, right? Yeah, so we got... I used the partition walls from the DLC. I had some in my storage and just threw them out here to sort of give a little bathroom, right? As you would expect a bathroom to be. And then have it segment out and on the back wall. The two baths. Pretty cool. The new Wolfpack record talks about the guy who stole the Mona Lisa in real life. It's a song about that. And I believe he just had it in his apartment for like a year and a half or 2 years. So that's hilarious, and of course gets representation because I just had a Mona Lisa. I have two Mona Lisas. I figure they're both fake, but they might be duplicate real ones, which are surprisingly common in New Horizons, which is hilarious, obviously. I didn't change anything in the back, downstairs or upstairs, so we're just gonna look at my bedroom, and I'm pretty happy with this, I think. It wasn't too bad before, so it's not a huge change, but well, it actually is pretty significant, I guess. We got the record box and the record player. What do we do here? What are we gonna... Sure. This is sort of like a Happy Home Academy themed room now, decor-wise. I love the fireplace I threw in. It doesn't really make sense since I got one in the main room and then one over here. It's like, but you know, whatever. Nice pennant. Turn it around. We got the plaques, and the trophy over here. I put a custom pattern on this cloth on this table. I don't think it looks very good, but it is something. And then this rug, which is, I think, amazing. I think, you know, I just sort of tried it because it's what I had, and I think it really, you know, finishes this room pretty well. I don't know, there's something really nice about this room, I think. I love dark tones, earthy tones, and everything, so... I'm pretty happy with this this room now. So that's gonna do it for today's this week's Animal Crossing month video. Hopefully next week for the 5th anniversary of New Horizons, I have a video out. And we'll I don't know, I'm just gonna try and keep it together. Anybody who stumbles upon this and watched this far, that's not gonna happen. I'm not entertaining. But people love Animal Crossing, and so do I, I've come to find. I'm looking forward to talking about it more in future Animal Crossing month videos. So, imaginary audience, I hope that you're chilling. Future or real audience of people who I tell to look at my videos, because I haven't told anyone at the time of uploading. Well, I have told one person, but man, I'm bad at this. Alrighty, we're gonna sit on my floor. Oh no, haha, yeah, right, okay, yeah, yes. Alright.